This morning on DC News Now, we're off to yet another cold start. Temperatures into low to mid 30s for many, especially just outside of the district. The district right now coming in right at 44 degrees. Now we're tracking a warm up as we look ahead towards the next couple of days. I'll have more details on those numbers coming up.
But first, Prime Minister problems. What's next after the UK's top official leaves her post?
And a mother charged with murder. What investigators say happening leading up to the Northern Virginia boy's death.
Plus, diversity matters. I'm Lex Juarez live in Washington telling you how DC police are using diversity to earn trust from the community. Stick around. You're watching DC News Now.
All right, it is Friday. Can I get an amen?
Yes, amen. We made it.
We did make it. Your time right now is 6:01. Good morning to you. Thanks for joining us. I'm Corey James.
And I'm Shanika Grimshaw in for Tanaya Wright. So let's get into meteorologist Jackie Layer. It is a cold one, and I bundled up this morning.
Yeah, and you probably bundled up the last couple of mornings too. So yes, yet another morning where you have to bundle up before you step out the door. Temperatures are now to low to mid 30s, but like that lower third just said at the bottom of the screen, it said warming up for the weekend. Yes, we're going to be tracking a warm up not only today, but also tomorrow. Tomorrow, we could even see high temperatures right around 70. Temperatures out there, though, right now, not quite that warm. We're talking low to mid 30s, right at the 30-degree mark in Manassas, upper 20s in Woodstock, right at the freezing mark in Luray, 33 in Culpeper, 34 Fredericksburg. We're waking up right into the 40s, though, in the district. So just a tad bit warmer in the city. Frost advisory, we're seeing that for the eastern half of our viewing area. So don't be alarmed if you see any patchy frost or if you do need the ice scraper for that windshield this morning. Now that frost advisory is until 9 a.m. this morning. We are all clear across the DMV and we will remain all clear through the day today. So we're going to be seeing mainly sun-filled skies. So you will need the sunglasses by about 8 a.m. and that will continue through 9 a.m. So for that morning commute, don't forget those sunglasses as well as that heavier jacket. As we get towards high temperatures later on today, we will warm up low to mid 60s, a little bit warmer than yesterday afternoon, and then tomorrow afternoon will be a little bit warmer than this afternoon. But then by Sunday, we'll see more clouds and a chance for a few rain showers. More details on that coming up. But Christy Matino is here with the very latest on traffic. How's it looking at this hour?
Well, Jackie, we're starting to see congestion on those roads that are well traveled in the morning. This is 495, and this, as we were saying, I warned you guys, it was going to get busy. So as you can see, the westbound, if you're heading westbound, this is going to be pretty slow for you. So this is one of those traffic cameras, and I'm actually going to show you another perspective here just a little bit further down. This is near Colesville Road. You can still see that is also moving pretty slowly there. But besides that, things are still looking pretty good. One other incident right up here, not too far away. We want to tell you about construction. 2 right lanes are closed on Wheaton on Georgia Avenue southbound. But besides that, you should be looking pretty good to go as for right now, guys.
Thank you, Christy. This morning, D.C. police are searching for suspects in 2 separate stabbings in Northeast. Those stabbings happened within minutes of each other, just a few blocks away. One along Florida Avenue near Union Market and Gallaudet University. Officers are looking for a woman they believe was involved in another stabbing along Benning Road west of the Anacostia River. Police are searching for a man in that case.
And developing this morning, a Spotsylvania mother is charged with felony murder and child neglect. Dorothy Clements is accused of killing her 3-year-old son back in May. According to officials, Clements' son suffered from high levels of THC after consuming gummies. They say a doctor told them if Clements got her son medical attention sooner, he could have survived.
And you hear it all the time, diversity matters when it comes to the police. That is especially important in building trust in our communities.
Yeah, DC News Now's Lex Juarez spoke with DC police this week. And Lex, you've learned how they're working to build that trust and if it's working.
Yeah, good morning, Corey and Shanika. That's right. DC police say that diversity is a priority within the department. And not only that, they tell me that their approach to making sure they are showing that diversity in the community is earning trust. We've all heard this sound, but it means something different to all of us. DC police take that to heart and have a unit dedicated to changing the public's perception. The Special Liaison Branch is using representation to do just that.
Our officers, we represent the community because we mirror them. We speak the language, understand the culture, and their perspectives.
These officers understand personally, having grown up in communities where distrust of the police is common.
We never called the police for anything because of fear that, we didn't know what to say, or that, what we were saying, they were going to take it, out of context.
In the Latino community, we have to trust the other part. If that trust doesn't exist, it's going to be almost impossible to communicate with them.
Increasing communication from the Latino community is a big goal within the department.
The Latino community, that's the Latino community I work with, they are, I think, number one in the district that they don't report crime.
Officer Gonzalez Tirado says that's because of three things: a fear of law enforcement, a fear of government services, and a fear of deportation.
So the trust is key, and the one-on-one relationship is also key.
The department says through community events and education, they're seeing Latinos report more and more crimes. And not just that.
Because of the trust that we have established with the community, we have seen a great deal of them texting us with helpful information as opposed to just reporting crimes.
The branch is being recognized for its progress both here and around the world.
We are the first unit like this in the whole country. We get police departments from all around the United States, South America, and Central America. They come here for us to train them how to create units like this in their countries, in their cities.
My hope is that this unit will keep on growing and serving the community, and just enhance on that trust and go from there.
Well, in addition to the Latino community, the Special Liaison Branch also works in the African, Asian, deaf and hard of hearing, interfaith, and LGBTQ communities. Live in Washington, I'm Lex Juarez, DC News Now.
All right, Lex, thank you. Your time right now is 6:07. New this morning, one step closer to justice. D.C. police arrested a man linked to a murder that happened 30 years ago. Officers say now 47-year-old Ron Wright killed 19-year-old Ricardo Bourbano inside a home along Q Street in Northwest. The next day, police say they found his body behind a building in Hyattsville, Maryland. Wright was arrested in Florida and brought to D.C., where he was officially charged with first-degree murder.
Covering the district this morning, D.C. Council is considering major changes to a D.C. housing program. Thursday, leaders held a public hearing on the Rapid Rehousing Reform Amendment Act. The program, as is, gives a rental subsidy for participants for 12 to 18 months. Now, critics say that often leads to eviction. That's because those in the program cannot afford their rent after the subsidy ends. The draft legislation aims to fix that by paving a pathway for permanent housing vouchers. But the director of Human Services says her department doesn't support the proposal. And that is because the root issue is a lack of affordable housing.
The homeless system, however, cannot solve the affordable housing crisis. Unfortunately, rapid rehousing does not end poverty. It does not erase the inequities and discrimination that are the root causes of poverty and homelessness.
Now, Zeilinger says DHS has made improvements to rapid rehousing, including capping the rent owed by participants at no more than 30% of their income.
He was a good partner on Russia and Ukraine, and the British are going to solve their problem.
Developing now, President Biden speaking out about the British Prime Minister's abrupt resignation. Biden says he is focused on the positive relationship between Britain and the U.S. But some say this is a different tone from earlier in the week when the president criticized Prime Minister Liz Truss from her proposed plan to cut £45 billion in taxes. This economic plan led to the downfall of Liz Truss, taking the title of the shortest running prime minister in history. Truss came into power just 45 days ago after the former Prime Minister Boris Johnson was pushed out over a series of scandals. Her resignation extends the instability that has shaken Britain since it broke off from the European Union. Truss says she will stay in office until the country finds a successor, which will likely happen sometime next week. And former Florida governor and Republican presidential candidate Jeb Bush said he expects his party to be yearning for a new generation of leaders this upcoming election. Bush expects there will be room for other candidates in the party other than former President Trump. These new candidates will be focused on the future and not the Republican issues like in the past. Bush also believes that Mike Pence will run in 2024 and that he is well qualified for office. He also praised Florida Governor Ron DeSantis.
And Elon Musk plans to cut 75% of Twitter's workforce when he becomes owner of the social media giant. Musk told possible investors he plans to only leave a skeleton crew at Twitter, and experts believe cutting the workforce can increase profit, but the move could lead to the platform being overrun with harmful content and spam. Musk said he'll deal with that when it arises. And new this morning, a familiar face has emerged as a frontrunner in the race to buy the Washington Nationals. According to The Athletic, a group led by Ted Leonsis now intends to acquire the team. The purchase would continue to grow Leonsis' sports empire in the district. He already owns the Washington Wizards and the Capitals, also the Mystics. One factor complicating the sale is an ongoing legal battle between the team and the Mid-Atlantic Sports Network. The argument is about media rights fees, which could have a major impact on the team's selling price. According to The Athletic, it is not likely the sale will be finalized until 2023.